Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. Welcome to my channel. Boy, you in for a treat today because today I'm going to talk about the top 20 highest paid NBA players in the league this season. And you're going to be surprised about how much money is actually being made. I remember the time when Dr. J signed the $6 million contract and he became a $6 million man. You probably recall seeing the number 6 on Julius Erving's jersey. That's because he had signed a contract back then, baby, for $6 million. But today, these salaries today is just off the charts as far as players are concerned. In case you're wondering, the highest paid professional sport there is the NBA worldwide. And you can see why all of us kids, when we were kids, and those youngsters today, how we work so hard on our craft because everyone had a dream of someday making it into the NBA. Why? Because of the fame, the money, the lifestyle, the prestige that you got. Wherever you went, there was somebody wanting to shake your hand. So I'm going to talk about the top 20, but before I get there, let me share something with you. This is an achievement. I've earned 10,000 new subscribers just a few days ago. And I talked about that on my last live program, and I'm so excited that I finally achieved that. It took me 4.5 years. Now, you may be thinking, why did it take you so long to achieve 10,000 subscribers? Let's face it, 91% of all people that's in the creator economy, and we're talking millions, 91% never achieved 1,000 subscribers. And I did that in 18 months. Now I'm here at 4.5 years later and finally got 10,000 subscribers. And baby, not just that, we're talking about achieve 4.5 million views. 4.5 million views. And that's not easy to come by. But I found most of my success come from YouTube Shorts. You know, those short reels, like 60 seconds, whatever. But now, YouTube new policy has now gone up where it can be up to 3 minutes. But I'm excited to have done that. And I know the key to succeeding because I didn't just do it myself as a former athlete. When everybody told me how sorry I was, I wouldn't amount to an athlete, why don't I quit? How many of you have been made fun of when you were younger or maybe going through it right now? People tell you, oh, you so sorry, man, you so skinny, you so weak, you so fat. Why don't you quit? And how many of us do quit? But for those of us that endure, boy, we have a story to tell, don't we? And the thing about it is, those NBA players today, don't you think many of them, if not most or all, were ridiculed about something at some point in time? And how many of us quit just before that finish line is right there, before we cross the finish line? And we quit and we miss our blessing. But anyhow, I just had to share that with you as to, my achievement as far as earning 10,000 subscribers. So let's think about it. 10,000 people. Well, that's more than that now. Last I counted, it was like 10,061, I believe, tuned into me at some point in time. 10,000 people thought what I was introducing them to or talking about found me interesting. 10,000 people, think about that. When 91% of the people never reach 1,000 subscribers. So I know you're probably, stop talking and get to it. We want to hear, who those players making all this money. And keep in mind, even though they have an NBA salary, they make, many of them, most of their money come from endorsements and so forth. So I'm going to start from number 20, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to number 1. But also, I'm going to let you know, I am also going to do a show on the world's highest paid athletes. The world's highest paid athletes. So go ahead, press that subscribe button and press that notification bell so when I talk about that, you don't miss that because it's going to blow you away. The world's highest paid athletes all over the world. And I'm going to cover that for you too. So go ahead and subscribe right now so you don't miss that. But anyway, let's get to number 20. Number 20 is Fred VanVleet. Fred Van Vliet at $42,846,615. Wow, that's a lot of money. Think about that. And that's just from his NBA salary. Fred Van Vliet making over $42 million. Wow. Number 19. Well, actually, we have a three-way tie. It says number 17, but of course, I guess if you calculate it back, from 1, 2, 3, it'll come out evenly. But number 17 tied, and there's three of them, is Luka Doncic. Luka for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka is making $43,031,940. That's a lot of money. And we know Luka is making much more money than that, but this is just from his NBA salary alone. Also tied, number 17, Zach LaVine, $43,031,940. Now, this information comes from the azcentral.com. So you can go to azcentral.com, and all of this information is posted there. Also tied for number 17 is Trae Young with Atlanta. We're talking about $43,031,940. Trae Young, an OU, Oklahoma University product. And boy, just think, he's making over $43 million. How would for us just to be able to make $1 million? Think about how we grew up playing sports. We never thought of money. Our whole goal just hope we can play and make the team. Hope somebody pick us first. Hope the coach call us in so we can go in and contribute to the team play. And just think about a lot of us, how we play intramural sports and all these other, ball games where we pay fees just to play on a 3-on-3 or full court. And these guys making all these millions. So Trae Young is over $43 million. Number 16, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis with Los Angeles Lakers, we're looking at $43,219,440. That's a lot of money, don't you think? A lot of money. Number 15, Rudy Gobert. Frenchman, $43,827,586. That's a lot of money. It's hard to even think of how much money that really is. And this is just in 1 year. This is just the 2024-25 season. This season, what they're earning right now. That's not even including endorsements. That's a lot of these guys make over $100 million a year in the NBA because of endorsements. Number 14, who do you think that might be? I know you're probably wondering who's the top 5. Go ahead. This is a live event. Go ahead. You can, punch in the notes there who you think the top 5 NBA earners are. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and put in the comments there and suggest, what you think. But anyhow, number 14 is LeBron James. Shocked, aren't you? Yeah, I was too. Number 14 in the NBA. And LeBron earned $48,728,845 for this season. That's a lot of money. Over $48 million. Now, I know LeBron makes over $100 million because of endorsements and so forth. We often hear people call him a $1 billion earner. But we'll talk about that a little later as well. Number 12, and they're tied, Damian Lillard with $48,787,676. And that's Damian Lillard. And we're talking about almost $49 million just to play basketball in the NBA. Also tied for number 12, Giannis Antetokounmpo. We're at $48,787,676. You can see why probably all family members are coming out of the woodworks and begging these guys, for money. Cousins that they didn't even know they had. Because the thing about it is, once you come into some money, people come out of the woodwork, don't they? Everybody want to live that piece of it. Oh man, you can afford this. Come on, well, all I need is $10,000. Has anyone ever asked you for a large sum of money? And they're not going to pay it back. They just want to give. Let's continue. Number 11, Jimmy Butler down in Miami. Now, we know he wants to be traded too. He's already told Pat Riley, it's all on ESPN and everywhere about him wanting to be traded. And the thing is, he wants to still make high dollar when he's coming of age right now. And there are other players that can take his spot. But anyway, Jimmy Butler is earning this season $48,798,677. Wow. A lot of money. Now, for those of you that are watching me right now, I'm Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. But the thing is that this is a vertical form, and I'm shooting this from my phone, my iPhone Pro. And I think it's doing a pretty good job. What do you think? If so, give me a thumbs up, will you? But the thing is, Jimmy Butler making over $48 million. Number 7, we got 4-way tie for 7th place. And starting at the bottom, Jaylen Brown at $49,205,800. That's a lot of money. Also tied for number 7, Karl-Anthony Towns at $49,205,800. That's a lot of money. We're looking at tied for number 7, Paul George, and he's earning $49,205,800. Can you imagine making that kind of money? Really? We hope we can make 50 grand a year. When you're looking at the average income, combined couples, in a home is around about $52,000 a year. And these guys making all this kind of money. Like I said earlier, I remember when Dr. J. Julius Erving, when he signed the contract for $6 million, that was a high payday back then, baby. And that's why he wore that number 6 on his jersey. He was a $6 million man. Now, these guys just blowing it out the water, the kind of money they're making right now. Next, we have Devin Booker. He's tied for 7th place at $49,205,800. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree that's a lot of money? Then we're looking at number 6, Bradley Beal at $50,203,930. Wow. But also I want you to stay tuned because I'm going on my next video. I'm going to show you the highest ranked athlete in the world. You won't believe the kind of money he's making. And you won't believe what team that person plays for. The world. But keep in mind, the NBA is the highest paying sport in the world overall. So let's look at, okay, now we're at the top 5. Who do you think is in this top 5 that I had named already? I know somebody was probably thinking, it's got to be Steph Curry. It's got to be Kevin Durant. It's got to be the Joker. Well, let's get to it. Number 5, we're looking at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant earns this season alone now, not endorsements. Now, I remember some years ago when Kevin Durant played with Oklahoma City Thunder when he signed a $300 million contract with Nike. Think about that. He signed a $300 million with Nike when he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But now, this season alone, Kevin Durant earns, and this is NBA salary only, $51,179,020. Whew, boy. I need a fan. Oh, I got central heating there. Okay. And number 3, we have a 2-way tie for number 3. And number 3 is Joel Embiid. Embiid, to me, he doesn't earn his money enough. That's just me, my opinion. Because he's a big guy. He's over 7 feet, almost about 300 pounds, powerful. He wants to be like the little guys, get out there and shoot threes all day, when he, instead of using his size and his weight and just dominate down low, increase his shooting percentage instead of want to be like everybody else, shoot threes, because everybody can shoot threes, everybody. But anyway, Embiid earned $51,415,938 this season alone. And then we come to also the other tied with number 3 is Nikola Jokic, the Joker. And boy, he's at $51,415,938. Now we have a guy, in my mind, my opinion, he shouldn't get paid this kind of money. Because, there's always something going on with him. He's not getting along with a coach or somebody, or, you know, he's injured and don't want to play. He has some issues in the NBA. Even when, you know, when he left San Antonio Spurs. And he just doesn't deserve it. And his name is number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Think about that. Kawhi Leonard. $52,368,085. Do you think Kawhi earned that kind of money this season? He's been out. He hadn't even really been playing much. Every time you look around, there's something going on. He's injured or something. But hey, let's go with the drum roll. There's someone who I haven't even called yet, who's the highest earner in the NBA from salary alone, not endorsements, not all those commercials and everything you see them on and promoting other things. And his name is the one and only Steph Curry. That's right. That ball wizard, whoever, no one can guard. And he got to, you know, that he changed the game when it first come for long distance shooting. And when he was with Golden State early on, when Mark Jackson was the head coach, you know, Mark had those restrictions on him. You know, he was like old school, you know. Now we're not going to shoot that ball that far. You know, the percentage of making shots increases the closer you get to the basket. But now Steph came in with a whole new game. Fired up, baby. Now everybody's shooting threes. Even Embiid, big as he is, he should be under the goal dominating. But he wants to shoot threes like everybody else. Because you got other guys on the team who do it. But anyway, I know you're waiting how much money Steph makes from his NBA salary. And that is, NBA alone, $55,761,207. Wow. Over $55 million. That's a lot of money in one season, wouldn't you say? And we know they're making over $100 million because of all the endorsements and everything. And here you have people all over the world, you know, wanting to get into the big leagues, wanting to get into the pros, want to become like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, you know, Devin Booker, you know, all because these guys, that's a lifestyle, baby. We all have that dream. But for those of us who don't make it, it's okay. We just enjoy seeing those guys on the court, our heroes. Those that have opened the doors for so many. Those of us that they've given us direction and driven on our skills to get better. So we too, someday, maybe your child, I have a shot into the NBA. Because that's all we want is a shot. But even if not, hey, might be playing some college basketball on a scholarship somewhere free. That's what I did. But anyhow, keep in mind, I'm going to do a video of the top earners, professional of all sports across this world coming up soon. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this. You want to hear this. You want to hear this list. And the thing is, you won't believe how much money these guys are making. When you got those guys like some of you right now that are watching this, you play, you know, playing these tournaments all around the place where we pay entry fees just to be able to play. Why? Because we love the game. So if you hadn't hit that like, that helps the algorithm. And this is a live. I'm going live right now. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That helps. That way they can make certain that someone else get to see this as well. They might find entertaining. But listen to this. LeBron, as we know, LeBron James and Steph, they're nearing the end of their careers, aren't they? Because LeBron has been in the league since 2003, and he's 40 years old right now. Not just that, Curry has been in the league since 2009. He's 36 years of age and 15 years in the NBA. Now, these guys have earned a lot of money just from their NBA salaries alone. And I just listed to you the top 20. And right leading the pack is Steph Curry. And how awesome that is. And I'm happy for him. Hey, even though I didn't make it into the NBA, it's okay. I know a lot of people that did. And I know people that I played against that entered the NBA. And I'm just as happy about that because when I was on the court, baby, they knew I was there. Because I did earn honors when I was in college. And set the triple jump record in track and field when basketball season was over at my college as well. And at my high school, I went to state and high school and set the high jump record at my high school. But I know that's been broken because, as we know, as time goes on, people get better. You know, techniques, methods of doing things. People get stronger, lifting more weights and nutrition and everything. They just get better. But I'm excited. I'm so excited that I reached 10,000 subscribers and I've earned 4.5 million views. And keep in mind, for some of you just not tuning in, 91% of people in the social media sphere never earned 1,000 subscribers, period. 91% never reached 1,000. I hit 10,000. So go ahead, hit the like button, press subscribe. So when I come out, which will be soon, of the highest paid athletes in the world, you don't want to miss that. Because just knowing is exciting to me because it give people hope and give them something to work towards. Them little ones out there, boy, work on your drill, work on that ball heavy. Let's get serious, baby. You know, get down and let's get it right. Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Now let me how to turn this thing off. How do I turn it off? Okay, I guess this is it.